Hey man, listen up. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You know that new Depeche Mode album? It sucks. You know what? That new Cure album? It sucks. That new Happy Mondays album? I don't know if there is one, but if there is, it sucks. I can say this, 'cause I know. 'Cause I'm a Doors fan.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Do you remember a time when you were gone from Mars?
Absolute Radio.
Okie dokie, it's time to listen to Iain Lee, Mario's favourite.
Before we go anywhere, let's go to line 2. You're on the wireless.
Good evening, this is Pitcherville with Absolute Baseball. Tuesday winners were the Yankees over Oakland 7-3, the Blue Jays over Kansas 4-3, the Red Sox over Texas 7-6, and the Mets over the Cubs 4-0. Tonight is Detroit at Anaheim and Florida at Houston. Next time, see you in the bullpen.
Oh, thank you very much. I just realised I don't like baseball. It's a really boring sport, isn't it, baseball?
Why have you only just realised that?
Well, Picture Phil comes on and he does his thing, and that's wonderful, and we kind of let him do it, and he's been doing it for years. And I've never really paid any attention to it. I use that as time to look at my notes for the notes for the show. Today I've been looking at... I've got blood on my thumbs.
You don't know why?
Well, it's bits of skin that I've pulled off.
Oh, that's what I do when you think I'm picking my nose.
But why have they come up? Why are they like that?
What? Why is there blood?
Anyway, that's what I do when Picture Phil is on. I don't really listen to what he says. He's talking about baseball, isn't he?
Real life baseball.
Real life, real London baseball. And I don't like baseball. Do you like it?
I've seen one game before and it was really long.
It's just like rubbish Rounders, isn't it?
Rounders is brilliant.
Rounders is wicked. Why isn't Rounders in the Olympics anymore?
I don't know. Was it ever? I've just joined a Rounders team.
No, you haven't.
Have
you? I'm going to move that down. Have you really?
Yeah.
What? Where? Who?
In
What?
the
Why?
summer,
When? Wow.
Just with some friends I met are travelling. They're organising like a Rounders match every weekend.
So it's just that's gonna be a big box of wine, isn't it? Basically, and
a box of wine.
It's gonna be a box of wine. It will be, won't it? I know your sort. A box of wine, some magic cigarettes. And
don't know my sort
and
at all.
maybe
I
a quick
hardly even
fondle in the
drink.
woods. A quick fondle in the woods. That's what it's going to be. I know you're young, and I know your sort, Eloise.
You don't know my sort.
You're young.
You're stereotyping.
I was young once, and that's what I wanted to get up to when I was young. I never had the opportunity, as I wasn't very popular. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hello. Is this the Iain Lee radio show?
Yes, correct, it is.
Yes, good evening. First time, it's Gafford.
Gafford, so not first time, it's many time.
I've got a problem.
Okay.
The problem is I can't stay away from your show.
Well, how about if we enforce a 50 feet radius ban on you?
Then I'll find a way of getting around it.
You're a pervert. Have you had a good day today, Louise? Have you done anything?
No. Just work.
No, yes. I've just worked as well. I tell you what, I started watching very good film. Do you ever watch films about bands that you don't like?
No.
I started watching Control tonight, the Joy Division film.
Oh,
very good
that's meant
film.
to be good, yeah.
Very good film. I can't stand the Joy Division. Love will tear us apart again. Love will tear us apart again. That sounds quite good.
You
doesn't
actually
it?
do sound quite like
That's good.
him,
No,
yeah.
I should have been Ian Curtis in the film.
Bless him.
So when they do the singing, I fast forward through that bit. But when they're doing the acting, I watch that bit.
You won't fast forward now that you know that you can sing like him.
Love will tear us apart.
Maybe you're Ian reincarnated.
I'm enjoying it in the film when his wife keeps saying, Ian, I got your cup of tea. Oh, lovely, thanks. That's the game I play at home. Do you never do that?
On your own?
My wife was there and she's like, you're an idiot. Yes, I am. But I don't know any of their other songs, the Joy Divisions. What other songs do they do?
I don't know, really.
I know they did Love will tear us apart again.
I'd say that's probably their most famous.
I've got quite a good voice. I've got quite a good singing voice.
Not when you do falsetto.
Oh, shut up. I do a brilliant falsetto. I can't think of any...
Just because it's in tune.
So I was watching that, and there are some good films about bands. The best one, I'm basically, the topics I've got for tonight aren't very good, so I'm making one up as we go along. The best film about a band, I believe they're called biopics. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd imagine
I would call them biopics. I always thought they were biopics.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
'Cause it's like a biography.
Yeah.
Biopics, but biopics.
You're going to say music and lyrics now, based loosely on Wham.
Music and lyrics isn't a biopic. It's a rom-com, romantic comedy. No, the best one, and if you've seen this, kids, you'll know what I'm talking about. Hysteria, the Def Leppard story. Oh, it's brilliant.
Not seen it.
It's brilliant. It is brilliant. You should watch it. Because it's filmed in America. They're from, like, Sheffield or something. So it's filmed in America with American actors. Yeah. And it's American actors, all right? You fancy a pint of beer, mate? Doing, like, the really bad accents. The guy loses his arm driving along a motorway, I think. I'm not sure. It's like the M25 or something. But I don't remember there being cactuses along any of the English motorways. And so the fella's he's lost his arm, right? The drummer, he's lost his arm, and he's in bed, and he's depressed. As you would be. He's lost his arm, he's a little bit down.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, and he goes, "Oh man, if only there was a way of playing the drums with my feet. Hang on a minute, I think there is." And then he invents a drum system like that within seconds. Within seconds.
It's just a thought that popped
It's
into
a
his head.
brilliant film. So with line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Dion. I'm setting up the show.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
Yeah,
Can you ring us back, please?
No. So what we want tonight is good biopics that you have seen, band stories that you've seen. And they're all good. I love them. I'm a big fan of them. Even bands I don't like, because there's always people wearing wigs and acting very badly. Who's this? Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hi.
Hello, yes?
Hi, I phoned earlier. I asked the bloke before this DJ if you wouldn't play any Stuffed Little Fingers.
Yeah, that was Ben Jones, and this is Iain Lee. You're on the air?
Yeah, okay. Is there any chance of playing any Stuffed Little Fingers?
No.
Why?
Because I don't like them.
Well, that's pathetic. That's a useless answer.
No, it's a very, very good answer. And also, we don't take requests on this show. I've given you 2 good answers.
Okay. I'll stick it up your ass then, isn't it?
I will do. I will stick your stiff little fingers up my ass, if that's what you want me to do.
Yeah, well, you're not my Stuffed Little Fingers.
Oh, you mean...
Yours,
No,
Stuffed
okay.
Little Fingers. Yeah,
Well, thanks for
It's
calling.
your own little Stuffed Little
Okay,
Fingers.
we've got the idea of what you want me to do with stiff little fingers. Thanks for calling. And he's gone. What an obnoxious gentleman. No, we don't do requests on this show, and no wonder Ben didn't take your request. You sound like an idiot. So, that's what we want. Films...
Potential new regular then.
We don't want to. We've got enough listeners now. We don't need any more, do we? So bands about films is good, and also bands that have the rock stars in. As someone sent me Slade in Flame yesterday, which I will get round to watching maybe this weekend. 0330.
What about stalking songs? Sorry to interrupt.
You've interrupted the phone number.
Yeah, but
there are
I
people
thought
at
you
home,
might want to
there are
add
people
that.
at home with their phones in their hands going, he's given me the first 4 numbers, what do I do now?
But I thought you might want to add that.
Add what?
The stalking songs.
What stalking songs?
Yesterday we were talking about let's see if
we
can
did
get
it.
No, we didn't.
But we've mentioned it.
Yeah, we didn't do it.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home?
That's the only one we've come up with.
And it was AC/DC was the other one.
What, is there not more?
No, there's only those 2. Okay, if you can name some stalking songs, then that's good. Line 1, what do you want? I'm trying to set up the show.
Go ahead.
And also, I was talking to someone about grandparents today. Can you not whistle?
What, so set up the show then, go on.
Stop whistling and I will.
Oh, okay.
I miss my grandparents, right? I haven't got any grandparents anymore. I miss them. And so
Me either.
I know, it's sad, isn't it? And I miss them. Shut up.
I'm sympathising.
So I have decided I want to adopt 2 grandparents, please. I want a grandfather and a grandmother. That's the traditional way that we do these things. Hang on a second.
No, you know who that is.
It's not him again.
Yeah.
Is that Stiff Little Fingers?
Yeah, but how about if you're not going to play that, then why don't you play AC/DC A Whole Lot of Rosie?
I'm not going to play any requests.
Let me handle this. Why don't you just go and download the AC/DC song and listen to it in your own time?
He's got a good point, hasn't he?
He's gone.
I think I told him.
And so have you. Right, so can we get to the point? So basically, I want 2 grandparents, please. A grandmother and you can be any age, by the way. You can be like, 16, you can be 80. Any age you want, but you'll have to come on an audition, please. I want people that can make cakes, If you can make jam, that's a very good bonus.
Yeah.
If you can knit, that's good. If you can tell stories, and if you can lend me money. Those things combined, I think, make the ideal grandparent. So it's kind of a vague show. You can call in about any other bits and pieces as well, if you want. Here is the phone number, kids. 0330 123 1215. Grandparents, films about bands, films with bands in, and stalking songs. Is that everything?
Yeah.
We should get something out of that, surely, shouldn't we? We've cast our net very, very wide this evening. 0330 123 1215. Yeah, whatever. Paul's in the stands. Good evening, Paul.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, Paul. I'm all right. What can you do for me this evening?
The band films.
Yeah, go on.
Take it or leave it.
Who's that? What's that?
Madness.
Oh, no, this is funny you mention this, because that's a biopic, but it's also got the band in it.
Yeah.
Playing themselves. And it is, listen, I'll put my Madness cards on the table, Paul. I don't really like them. They're a little bit too wacky. Apart from a couple of the hits, I don't like them. But that film is genuinely brilliant, isn't it?
It's the worst acting you will ever see, but it makes it even better.
Yeah, no, it's great. And Suggsy and you're right. It's just some blokes. It's a strange thing. Are there any other films where it's the band playing themselves, telling the story of the band? I don't think there are.
No, I don't think so. Not that I know of.
I think it's just... I mean, in Slade in Flames, Slade are playing a fake band. The Beatles are playing themselves, but it's in a fictional kind of world, in Hard Day's Night and stuff. It is a good film, that. I haven't seen that for about 10 years. I might have to get that again and have a little sneaky peeky at that.
Yeah, it's good. It's funny.
It is very good. It's very entertaining.
And
yes?
I am a grandfather, so you can adopt me if you like.
Hang on a minute. You sound about 38.
41.
Oh, blimey. Hang on, so let's do the math. So you had your child, 20?
18.
Oh, Paul! 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 What did your mum say? Did she get angry?
No, why should she?
Well, because you're 18, you know what I mean? Did she not say, come on, Paul, what are you doing with your life? Did she not tell you off?
No, it was a bit late, isn't it, once the dirty deed's done?
Your wife will be so proud you're calling it the dirty deed.
Yeah.
Conceiving a child.
Yeah, luckily she's at home in bed, asleep, hopefully.
Okay, well done. And what did you have, boy or a girl?
Girl.
And so when did she, how old was she when she had a baby?
19.
Okay. You could be...
And yes, I did. I went absolutely mental.
It's a bit too late after she's done the dirty deed, Paul. What were you thinking?
Well, I know, but it's still different, isn't it?
You could be a great-grandfather by the time you're 55.
Yeah. Well, I've got two granddaughters and a grandson on the way.
God blimey, your family, like rabbits, Paul.
Yeah, she's busy, my daughter, I'll tell you.
I was going to say, you don't mess around, but obviously you do mess around. That's how these things happen. Well, Paul, okay, well, I am looking for a grandfather, Paul. I don't know if I can have a granddad Paul, though. It doesn't sound right, does it?
Why?
Oh, don't listen to him. He's getting all defensive and a little bit arsey. What you talking about? What you talking about? I'll come down there and sort you out, I will. Give you a right good idea.
My granddads don't call me Grandad Paul. They just call me Grandad.
They just call you Grandad? Yeah, I suppose so. Okay.
When your grandparents were alive, did you call them, Nanny Daisy or whatever?
No, I tell you what I did. On my mum's side, right, my grandparents' surname was Jennings, so I called my mum. On my mum's side, I called Nanny Jennings and Grandad Bill. I know, it's weird, isn't it? I don't know why. It's a little bit weird. Our family is a little bit weird like that, Paul. I'll go into the history of it one day and you'll be feeling sorry for me. And be scratching your head going, huh? Okay, okay, I want 2 grandad skills you've got, Paul.
Well, don't forget I'm young enough that we can still go out the pub and all that.
Oh, hello. You ready?
See?
Yeah, okay, I like that. So you've got youth on your side. I want one more grandad skill.
Kind. Generous.
Now, when you say generous, Paul, do you mean you'd slip me the odd fiver now and then?
Possibly.
You're on the list, my friend. I'm looking for grandparents. 0330 123 1215.
No, that's not right. Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
We have to get her on the show, Eloise. We have to, because I can speak Greek to her. Puina I Marina... yeah, there we go.
What if she doesn't speak Greek?
Of course she'll speak Greek. Diamandis is diamonds in Greek. That's her name.
Oh, is that what she says?
I
Does she
don't
say
know.
Diamandis then?
That's what it says on here. Marina Diamandis, that's her name.
Well,
I can speak Greek, because she's half Greek. Listen, she's half Greek.
I'm half Polish, but I can't speak a word.
Popać na moją górek.
I can't speak a word.
I was just saying about Ruchi. But you don't understand, the Greeks are different. She will have been made to have had a Greek... Oh, hang on a second. We're not playing Stiff Little Fingers.
Yeah, I know, but that last tune was a cracking tune, wasn't it?
It was good, and it's Marina and the Diamonds. It's brilliant. We like her. I'm going to get her on the show, and I'm going to speak... What's your language, young man? You can't come on here and use words like that. That was a brilliant song. Marina and the Diamonds is a brilliant song.
Technically, it's a band.
No, hang on. No, I don't think it was a brilliant song.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's a brilliant song.
No. When you're listening to rock music...
Well, go and listen to... I have the solution to you. Stiff Little Fingers. Stiff Little Fingers. Hush.
Why don't you play a bit of rock music?
Stiff Little Fingers.
Virgin Radio's about playing rock.
No, it's not. Well,
instead you're playing dance crap shit.
Can you stop? Watch your language, or you're going to get banned for life.
Sorry, no.
Right.
Sorry, no crap.
Listen, can you stop? Right. Listen, Virgin Radio hasn't existed for over a year, so you're wrong on that count, right? And I'm about to recommend something you can go and listen to that you'll like. So shut up and pay attention, you idiot. All right? Absolute classic rock. Go and listen to that. You'll love it. They play rock music on there all the blooming time. All right?
Yeah, but this...
Oh, go away, you idiot. He thinks we're still Virgin. We haven't been that for over a year. Nearly 18 months we stopped being that.
In September, it'll be 2 years.
And I'm giving him the answer. Barry, I'm giving him the answer. Go to Absolute Classic Rock, which I'm the voice of. And I'm not finished, Barry. And he can listen to rock music 24 hours a day.
24/7, more at weekends.
I believe they do cram an extra hour in. The Marina and the Diamonds is a brilliant song, isn't it, Barry?
I love it. Babaruni.
Well, that's just, if you're going to be like that, there's no need for...
It's red mullet in Greek.
Is it really? I didn't know that. Ta Elenika ine pere ploka, ne?
Well, that's easy for you to say.
Thank you very much, Barrington.
Yes.
Lord Barrington of Watfordian.
Yes, I would like to offer up my services, quite obviously, as a granddad.
Can I just say, I think the S word may have slipped out on the air then. If anybody was offended by that, I'm sure you wouldn't at 11:30 on a Wednesday night. But if you were offended, you have my sincerest apologies. But that man was obviously a complete and utter idiot, but I do apologise. You'd like to audition to be my granddad, would you, Barry?
Well, not only yours, anyone's. I am available for a small fee. I will ruffle hair.
Oh,
I have all the prerequisites. Pinch cheeks. Hand out chewy mint. And for the small fee... do all the prerequisite granddad stuff, talk about immigration, that sort of thing. I do have 2 hairy ears. I've got everything that's required. So, my Margaret, she'll do all the old grandmother stuff, blow off after Brussels sprouts, that sort of thing. Any of that, we're up for hire.
Okay. Now, the thing is, Barrington, I would rather not pay anybody. I was hoping this would come from a place of love.
Well, I do love to receive money. It does in that way. Yes, it does.
No, I was hoping that the grandparenting would come from a place of love, and that maybe I could tap you for a few quid now and then.
Do me up. I'm a pensioner. I've got no. All I can offer is my worldly wisdom. I've got no money.
Okay. Well, that's good. So your worldly wisdom, Barry. Okay, so I'm your grandson. I've come to see you. I'm sitting on your knee.
Hello, son. How's it? Could you move? That's just my pocket watch. I wasn't being friendly.
I'll go and sit on the sofa. But impart some worldly wisdom.
Listen, son. A little bit of advice.
Yes, Grandad.
You're thinking of it's as lovely, your girlfriend, lovely to introduce us at Easter.
Yes.
If you're thinking of getting married, a little bit of worldly advice for getting married.
Yes.
And I think, don't have, say, too much champagne before the ceremony. You don't want to blow off just before the sacred words, you know. I mean, that's one.
Is that... Hang on a minute.
One.
Hang on a minute. You're, how old are you now? 86? Something like that?
82.
Oh, really? Still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, you're after 82 years of living,
yes.
the best bit of advice you can give is don't have too much champagne before you get married so you don't blow off in the church. That's it.
Yeah. Don't let one go at the altar.
Okay, that's the third windy reference you've made. You know.
Okay.
And so that's literally the best advice you can give.
It's not the best advice. The best advice, in my experience, is never try to French kiss the wife's sister on Boxing Day. It will cause a lot of torment throughout the seasonal period.
But this is not... Listen, I'm your grandson. This isn't the sort of stuff you should be saying to your grandson.
This is lifestyle advice. This is life's lessons, mate.
I'm going to go and tell my mum about you. This may be acceptable on the Steve Wright show, but not here, Barry.
Your mum will be my daughter. She's heard it all. You know what I mean? But anyone who wants to hire me and Margaret... Okay. She can be relied upon to do a silly dance after a couple of sherries. Yeah. All the stuff that grandparents do.
Yes. I'm gonna pass.
Oh, that's your reference to winding now. I've done 3, that's not a 4. Yes.
Barry, say hello to Habiba.
Hello, Barry. Oh, how are you, darling? All right. You've done a CD of old recordings of me, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got little special sections for you on my iPod. I've just come back. I've been stranded in Malaysia, Barry. I'm shattered.
Oh, well, I'm very sorry, Mud. Come and snuggle by the fire with Barry. Let me...
I'd love to, but I can't be bothered to drive to Watford.
No, I mean metaphorically, you know, over the phone.
You meant literally, Barry. I know what you're like.
Yeah.
What would Margaret say?
She don't say nothing. She's upstairs. I've given her a couple of pills and put a pillow over her head. She don't know what's going on.
Listen, you two. You know the new phenomenon of text speak?
Yes.
Like, so LOL is laugh out loud.
I hate all that.
I hate it. But someone...
So do I.
So do I. But I was wondering if you could tell me, what does FTW stand for?
Follow people's... willingly? I don't know.
Well, there was a P. It's a T, not a P.
Oh, follow people willingly.
Because someone posted on the Absolute Radio website, I like Iain Lee, he's one of my favourites, but it's Jeff is the best, FTW.
Maybe it's an expletive for the first word.
Yeah.
And the third.
And the second.
Yeah.
The second one beginning with a T.
I can think of a rude word beginning with T, can't you?
So can I.
I can think of 2.
So can I.
Well, those 3 words in conjunction don't make any sense, do they?
Okay, well, if anyone can help, 0330 123 1215. So, Habiba, what have you called in for?
I just rang in to say hello. Because I wrote something on your wall, and then Ella Louise wrote to me about the death poo.
This is for those who don't know, very briefly, we have young ears. When you die, you do a poo. That's all we're going to say on that. And Habiba knows because she is an undertaker. That's the end of that conversation. Thank you, team. Well,
and you've now moved to a later slot, so I only listen via the podcast.
Okay.
But because I stranded out in Malaysia, I've caught up a bit.
Well done.
And I'm now up at this ungodly hour, about to go to bed, having just got back. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. It must have been quite a trek getting back, Habiba. Hard work?
Very hard work, because
bit like this phone conversation.
Sorting out people for Europe and not us. But we're back.
Racists.
Racists. I know. Terrible.
Blooming racists.
Disgusting.
Well,
There's loads of us out there.
Yeah, I'm not that bothered. That's a bit boring. It's nice to talk to you, Habiba.
Nice talking to you, Iain. I'm going to go to bed now.
Ta-ta. Barry?
Yes, darling.
I think it's time you went.
Well, no, everyone, and I am available for hire. Night, grandchildren. Sleep tight, hope the bags don't bite. Night.
Oh, dear.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Is it Wednesday today, Eloise? I'm confused with my days.
It is. I was thinking it was Tuesday.
Oh, I was thinking it was Thursday.
Oh, if only.
Oh, man, if only it were. It's Wednesday. It means we've got to live... I'm up tomorrow at 7. I've got to take my car in for an MOT.
Who does an MOT at 7 in the morning?
Well, they do it at 8.
Oh.
I have to get up, have a shower, then drive my car there, and then get the bus home. I'm going to be knackered.
Don't they do the MOT on the spot?
Well, yeah, but you've got to leave it there.
Oh, I thought it would only take, like, half an hour or something.
Yeah, sometimes, some places it does only take half an hour. What the hell are those crazy guys up to?
Because then you're going to have to get the bus back to it.
Oh, I hate life. Sometimes, you know what, when big things happen, like big bad things happen, I can kind of cope with it and you get on with it. But when it's small things...
that are annoying.
I just wish that... You think, what's the point? What's the point of any of it, really? Serious. What is the point? There is no point, is there?
Especially of the little things. Well, the big things, you can kind of let them be because you think, well, they're big, they deserve to be there. But the little things...
MOTs, man. Seriously. MOTs, council tax, insurance. We got a little bit of damp in one of the walls in the flat. The gate, one of the gates, the doors we can't open because it's expanded. Oh, God, life! Oh, life. Oh, life. Oh, life. Do-do-do-do. Whatever. Let's go to... James has been waiting for half an hour. Good evening, James.
Good evening. Good luck with the MOT, by the way. I hate those things.
I hate them. I think it's going to be all right, but I have such bad luck with cars. Such bad luck.
The roof on the car was a bad thing.
Oh, man. In exactly the same spot that another car had smashed into my car almost a year to the day previously.
Oh, man, I feel your pain. That's rotten.
My insurance, get this, right? My car insurance, £1,800. Oh!
Blimey.
Oh, yes.
Good. Is it true that you have to pay more if you're famous?
Yes, you do. It's funny, I'm reading John Peel's autobiography, and I've just read the page about him getting car insurance, and they assume that he's going to have Madonna in his car or something. But they do. If you work in any of the broadcasting world, radio, comedian, TV, journalist, they whack your premium up because they assume that you're going to have, like, Burt Reynolds in your car or something. And if you crash with Burt Reynolds, he's going to sue for $1 million. So they instantly whack the premium up.
I suppose in the case of Piers Morgan, people might try and crash into you on purpose as well.
Listen, can I speak openly, James? We're friends here, aren't we?
Go ahead.
OK. So, I don't get Piers Morgan or Amanda Holden. On the way to work, I get the bus into work. And on the way, near Warren Street Tube, I think it is, there is a huge billboard advertising the new season on Button 3, ITV, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Ant and Dec's there, Dermot's there. I can understand them. They're very nice people, and I'm sure Amanda and Pierce are nice people. But slap bang in the middle are Amanda Holden and Piers Morgan. And so what ITV are saying are, these two are going to take this channel and lead it into the future. Your Ant and Dex, your Dermots, your Kevin Whateleys, they're all at the side. They're the team. But these two guys are going to lead us into viewing heaven. And I just don't get it.
We're missing something big, I'm sure.
We must be.
What is it? I don't get Piers Morgan at all. It's just it's like one of those people that's kind of got there just because he hung on for long enough.
I may be doing Charlie Brooker a disservice, but I think Charlie Brooker describes Piers Morgan as looking like a dribbling anus. It's something like that. It's something like that. I mean, I just, I'm sure they are wonderful, wonderful people and lovely people, but I just don't get it. Are you fans, Eloise?
Of who, sorry?
Sorry, we've just been having a conversation about
I only just put the headphones on as you started talking about it, though.
And I'm just putting your fader down now. I'm sorry, James. I thought thought that my producer, I thought we might have one listener in my producer. It turns out she ain't that bothered, James.
When the person in the same room as you isn't listening, that's a bad sign.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she's in another room, but So I think she's listening to Capital.
Oh dear. Is it true she's half Polish, by the way? Did she say?
Apparently. Well, I didn't know. Is it true you're half Polish?
Yep.
Ooh, depends who's in your po polsku.
I don't know anything.
Right.
Yeah. Do you speak Polish, James?
That's the only one I know, actually.
Oh, okay. I think I know two things, and I said one of them once and got slapped, so I think maybe they're rude. So
I see.
we'll leave it at that. James, why have you called in?
Couple of things.
Yeah.
First of all, stalking songs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, stalking songs. Yes.
I think, I'm not sure, but I think, Living Next Door to Alice by Smokey.
Alice? Who the bloomin' heck is Alice?
That's
Yes, I know
the
the
one.
song. Yes.
The weirdest, creepiest, stalkiest song, I think. It's the chorus that sounds really quite
Remind me of the lyrics to it, James.
Well, the chorus goes something like, 24 years I've been waiting for a chance to tell her how I feel and maybe get a second glance. Now, if you're living next door to someone for 24 years and she's only looked at you once, it's a bit weird.
I could imagine this, right? You could never ask out your next door neighbour.
No,
you could not do it, because if she says if she says no, then that's it. You can just never leave the house again. If she says yes and you go out with her and she's a mental and you want to dump her, well, you can't. Because she knows you got to move out, because she knows where you live.
Yeah.
She knows when you're in. She knows when you go out. You're completely stuffed. Goes through your bins. You cannot go out with a next door neighbour, or even worse, if you like flat share or something.
Did I tell you my stalking story?
Go on.
I've got two.
Okay, go on. Let's get some stalking music. Hang on a second. Here we go. Right. Away you go.
The first time was when I was in Mallorca and I saw this really hot guy. I was quite young. He had spiky blonde hair that he gelled up. And I thought he was gorgeous. Didn't have the courage to talk to him for the whole time I was on holiday. So when he left, I went to the reception. I'd already found out what room he was in. I asked for the address. She gave it to me. So I sent him a letter saying, you don't know me, but I used to see you around the pool. I thought you were really good
So
looking.
hang on, you're the stalker in this
I'm
story.
the stalker.
I thought it was the guy. Okay.
No, I'm the stalker in both parts, in both stories.
Desperate.
And anyways, we're friends ever since now. But yeah, he came to visit me and everything.
Well, that's quite nice. That worked out. Did you get it on?
No.
Oh.
The second one was that I stalked Russell Brand.
Oh, you've told me about this, I think. That was a bit weird. Go on.
So my friend Holly works at a picture editing company. And so she has a database of celebrities' addresses. So one day we spent the whole day literally stalking addresses. And as we walked past Russell Brand's house, we were like, wouldn't it be funny if he came out?
And he did.
He did. So we hid behind a bush.
Oh, God.
Then kept
That's
a
what he does all the
200-metre
time.
distance from him, just so that we knew we were in legal limits of stalking. But he kept turning round and he noticed us, and they did a full circle so that we could...
I don't think there's a legal limit for stalking. I think if you're stalking, you're stalking.
You know how they say, oh, you're not allowed within this much distance?
Yeah.
You know, that's what we were going by.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you? And you're probably one of the few people in the world that he didn't sleep with.
Well, when he came to visit here...
Oh, there's a punchline. Here we go, yes.
When he came to visit here, we got stuck in the lift together.
Whoa.
And
that's time for him to do it 3 times.
He started going to me... He was going, oh, your hair's really lovely. I was like, oh, thank you. And he was like, does my height intimidate you? And I was like, I just giggled. And he was like, what about if I lunge? And then I giggled again. He went, is my crotch too close to yours?
Oh, no, this is
horrible.
horrible.
I swear to God. Is my crotch too close to yours? I went, ee! And ran out of the lift.
That's how he does it.
That's how he does it. That's how he works his dirty magic.
I was convinced, because it was the day before Valentine's Day, I was convinced I was going to get a Valentine's card.
Dirty magic. Well, James, for some reason your call has brought the show down to a really seedy level.
I have that effect, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, thanks for calling in.
Oh, can I suggest possibly a topic?
Yeah, go on.
It may be pony, I'll warn you in advance.
Okay.
Talking about Pink Floyd last night.
Oh, yes.
And this evening talking about Joy Division.
Yeah.
How about bands that you feel you should be into, but can't get into?
No, is it funny? Because when I was watching Control today, I thought that popped into my head. Something along those lines popped into my head as a topic.
Oh.
Well, in that case, it's written in the stars, my friend. We will do that. Bands that you feel you should be into, but you just can't get into. And I have worked at the Pink Floyd. I said this yesterday. I have tried the Pink Floyd, and I've got a couple of their CDs. I just can't really do it. I don't hate them.
No.
I think a lot of their stuff is tedious, but there's some all right stuff, but it doesn't really do it for me. Any bands that you think you should be into, James, but you just can't?
Well, I do get... You know, do you remember Fleet Foxes?
Oh, yeah.
They used to get played a bit on...
I quite like them. Mykonos, not... Didn't do it for you.
Nice. Well, really, I like that song. And I got the album. This friend of mine said, you must get the album. It's fantastic. I got the album, and it was all right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't it didn't blow my mind like I felt it. I got my hopes up, and I listened to it, and I thought, it's okay. Oh, great, it's the single. I like this one. And then back to...
James, we will put it out there, 0330 123 1215. Bands that you feel you should be into, but they just don't work for you. More of your calls after this.
No, that's not right. Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Is it just me, or have we been playing really good music the past few days? OK, it's Meatloaf. Not everyone's cup of tea, but you can't go wrong with a bit of Meatloaf, can you? Huh? This is good stuff. Divine Comedy new single coming up as well later on. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm panicking. Oh, I'm panicking. Someone's just posted a link up on Facebook. Sick Kiss star prompts cancellation of press day. Kiss have scrapped a major press conference in Los Angeles because one of the bandmates is seriously ill. Details about their health crisis remain a mystery, and publicists are refusing to reveal who is sick. But it's serious enough to warrant the cancellation of a big media event. Oh no, Eloise, they're not going to cancel their tour, are they?
I hope not.
Oh, no! Kiss, no! Oh, God. Oh. Man, life. Now I'm properly depressed.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
If we can find out anything more about... If you know anything about this Kiss, one of them being ill, and... Oh, God. No, please. 0330 123 1215. We've got plenty on the go this evening. Very, very busy shows this week. It turns out, if I do a little bit of preparation, the shows are actually quite good. Who would have thought? There's me for the last 2 years just turning up at 10 minutes to 11, coming in and sitting down, turning the mics up and seeing what happens. And actually... it's quite good. We've had lots of texts about what FTW means, and apparently it means for the win or F the week. I don't know what for the win means. Apparently it's some kind of gung-ho yay kind of thing. I don't know. I'm 36 years old. I don't know the text speak of which you refer to. We're also... I've got loads of other stuff I was going to do about lying about work and Rockstar Instruments. We'll do that tomorrow. Remind me, we'll do that tomorrow. I'm looking for some grandparents. I haven't had any grandparents for years, and I really miss them. And I was talking to someone today about grandparents, and grandparents are brilliant. But when you're, like, in your teens, or even in your 20s, or I certainly in my 20s, I never really made the most of them. And it's one of my big, big regrets is not making the most of my grandparents. Makes me very, very sad. So I'm looking for some new ones, please. If you think you can do it, 0330 123 1215. You can be any age, from 16 up to 100. But if call up and let me know what grandparenting skills you've got. So far, I've had Paul, who's 42, and has youth on his side and is kind, and Barry. Well, I'm not that keen on it, if I'm completely honest. So, you think you can do better? If you're a genuine grandparent, man, give us a call. I'd love for you to adopt me. We're also asking about bands that you think you should be into, but you just can't get into. I'm struggling with Dylan. I've always struggled with Dylan, and I've got all of his albums now. Don't ask how. And there's one great song I listened to. I can't think what it was. Something to do with a poster or something. I don't know. But I find it hard work. And also biopics, films about bands. Have you seen some good ones? They're great. Hysteria, the Def Leppard story. Honestly, if you've not seen it, they always show it on Sky and those rubbish channels. It is wonderful. Wonderful. They're all wearing cloth caps and stuff. It's Americans pretending to be English. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. You can also go to facebook.com/Iain Lee Show. Or absoluteradio.co.uk to get more bits and pieces and information. The podcasts, we think are working. There's been a little bit of trouble recently, but I think it's because we've gone to a new system. So they should be working. They're worth persevering with. If you're having trouble with them, unsubscribe and then subscribe again. That should do the trick. David's in Edgware.
Hello.
Oh, I just sneezed then, David, and I was professional enough to turn my microphone down so you, the listener,
Well
wouldn't
done,
hear
you.
it. Thank you very much, sir. What can I do for you, David?
A couple of things. First of all, stalker songs.
Oh, yes. Ah, that was the other thing.
Yeah,
Stalker
the other
songs.
thing.
Go on, yep.
Yeah, Don't Stand by the Police.
Is that now?
That is a stalker song. Don't stand so close to me.
Oh, it is. That was yes. I'm thinking because they've done another stalker song, of course. But that "Don't Stand" is about. Isn't that when he was a teacher and some schoolgirl kind of had the hots for him or something?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But the other stalker song is "Every Breath You Take."
Yeah, that is again another stalker song by the Police. There you go. Good material for them.
Sting is obsessed with stalking. The man must be stopped. God damn it! The police must. Well, the police must be informed. He's in the police. They know about it already.
They're on the inside.
Okay. Anything else, David?
Yeah, films. Was it films about bands? Biopics.
Yeah.
Right. So the only proper one that's a biopic is Walk the Line.
Oh yeah, now that's a very good film.
That was an excellent film. Have you seen the spoof Walk Hard with John C. Reilly?
Oh no, is that any good?
Do you know what? It's one of those films when you go to the cinema, you think, it's Orange Wednesdays, buy one, get one free, I'll go and see it. It was actually really funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's a solid 7 out of 10 on IMDb.
Have you seen Hot Tub Time Machine?
I haven't. I really want to see it.
Yeah, I really want to see it. It looks so good that it can only disappoint me. But I love time travel movies. I love a bit of John Cusack. Although I have to say, I have started following John Cusack on Twitter after...
I don't get Twitter.
You don't get it?
I just don't understand the point.
Oh, there's no point to it. I think once you realise there's no point to it, it's quite good fun.
I don't know. It's just one of these... It's completely escaped me.
It is completely pointless. Hey, listen, it's useful for me because I can say, I'm on the radio tonight, we've got the Bare Naked Ladies on tomorrow, which we have, by the way, or I'm doing a gig at this, whatever. So it's good for plugging stuff.
Yeah.
But it is... I do find that if I'm in a bit of a mood with my wife... the stuff that I would normally say to her, like, "Oh, look at that funny man on the TV with big ears," I'll tweet it instead of saying it to her.
So you can annoy other people. So
I can annoy other people. Yes, that's it is completely and utterly pointless. And everyone who uses Twitter, myself included, there are much better things we could be doing with our time. We just don't do those things.
Well, as long as you're aware of it.
Oh, I'm 100% aware of it. Don't you worry about that. But
Ian, I've got one more film for you. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Almost Famous. It's not a film about a real band, but it has got, you said, musicians in films about bands.
I tried to watch that and I couldn't get it. I thought it was...
It's really... You need to sit down, seriously, get the special edition and just sit down and force yourself to watch it.
David, calm down, man.
I can't. I'm passionate.
You must calm down. I'm not going to get the special edition of a film that I couldn't...
It's cheaper than the regular one.
Oh. Well, I'm not going to pay... But still, I've tried to watch it. I'm not going to pay for a film that I couldn't watch.
Yeah, but... Use your eyes. It's very simple to watch things.
No, I know how to... Right, David, I'm cutting you off for insolence. Good night.
Oh.
There he's gone. We go down to... Oh, this is the new single by the Divine Comedy, by the way, At the Indie Disco. Very good. We go down... I hope you like it.
We go down to the Indie Disco every Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. Ashley.
Hello.
Hello, Ashley.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm a little bit melancholy today, Ashley. I've been filled with the joys of spring recently, but then just today it's kind of like, do you ever get that? It's not quite depressed, but it's just a bit,
Well, if I was to say I'm going to be doing my A-level exams in a month, yeah, I know exactly how you feel.
Oh, man, A-levels, the hardest exams you will ever have to do in your life.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's a fact. I've been there, hated it, and I'm glad I'm never going to do them again.
Oh, I can't wait to get them over and done with.
I have very little sympathy for you, though, Ashley.
Why?
It's a rite of passage. Every young person should be made to do A-levels, because I had to do them and I suffered. You should suffer as well, Ashley.
I have suffered.
Good! Suffer more! But listen, hey, once you've done them, life gets so much easier. Pass or fail, life gets so much easier after that, honestly.
Yeah.
And then you get, like, mortgages and relationships and stuff, and it gets hard again. But immediately after that, it gets quite easy.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, I hope I've passed on some of my old man wisdom to you.
Yeah, I've got to be one of the youngest listeners, I guess.
Well, sadly, no. And what are you, 17, 18?
18.
Okay, yeah. No, we get 12-year-olds.
Really?
Yeah, which is good. I don't know what they're doing up on school nights. It's good. But I'm a big one for people of all ages listening to the radio and phoning up. As long as we get a nice kind of balance, it's a little bit annoying when we just get a load of 15-year-olds phoning up or a load of 60-year-olds phoning up. If it's a nice mixture, then I think that's good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What A-levels are you doing, Ashley?
I don't know why, but for some reason, I must have been drunk at the time, I picked maths.
Oh, God. Maths A-level?
I've regretted it ever since.
What grade are you predicted?
I'm predicted, B or C, but...
Ooh, we got a brain box on the phone! Hey, listen, everybody, we got a brain box on the phone, a B in A-level maths!
It doesn't mean I'm going to get it.
No, it's predicted. You better get it, otherwise you're letting down your family, your school, your friends, and more importantly, yourself.
I know.
What other ones are you doing?
Business studies and drama.
Creative and not so creative. Although many people would argue that maths is an art, not a science. So there you go. Anyway, actually, you've not called in just to offload on me. You've got something for me, have you?
Well, first of all, I was going to explain the FDW thing, but I'm guessing that's already been done by text now.
For the win?
Yeah.
And that's a good thing, is it?
Yeah, it is. It basically, when something's majorly good,
But I don't understand. Where does that come from?
I don't know. It kind of just appeared, and some of my mates started using it, and it kind of just sort of filtered through.
It didn't just kind of just appear, Ashley. That's insane. Someone somewhere must have been the first person to use for the win.
Yeah.
Hey, here's what we can do for the rest of the show. Maybe we'll carry this over tomorrow. If you think you invented a phrase, 0330 123 1215, that'll be good. If you were the first person ever to say something, and then it caught on and became part of the language, then give us a call and show the hell off about it.
I thought I invented a word once.
Go on.
I thought I invented the word twonk.
Plonk?
No, twonk. Twonk.
You may have invented it. What does it mean?
It's a combination of plonker and the T word that David Cameron said on The Breakfast Show.
Yeah, I know, he's a potty mouth. Other politicians do use bad language as well, I have to say that during an election. Twonk, okay, well that's a good... I invented the word I've just remembered. Shindiggery. Shindiggery is my word. I can't believe Stiff Little Fingers is calling up. I spoke to him off air and said, don't call anymore, don't even listen. That's not a nice attitude to take, mate. I said, I don't want you listening, you're an idiot. OK, mate, I'm going then. Can you believe he's calling in, Louise?
He can hear us, can't he, as well?
He can hear us. Go away, Stiff Little Fingers. We don't want you listening to this station. You are not intelligent enough for it. Go to Capital. He's put the phone down. Ashley, so did we get to the thrust of what you were saying?
Pardon?
I think we did. Ta-ta!
Yeah. I've also got bands that
He didn't take the hint there, did he? No, OK. Good, you got 30 seconds, because I'm late for the ads.
All right, Meatloaf, Joy Division, like you, and also Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, no, Led Zeppelin, I've mentioned this before. I've tried a little bit, not very much, and I just don't really... It doesn't sound as rock and roll as they want it to sound. 0330 123 1215. Did you invent a word or a phrase? Give us a call.
No, that's not right. Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Oh, wow! Punch it in the face. Tom Roberts from the London.
You all right, Ian?
Yeah, I'm all right. What were you doing there, Tom Roberts?
What?
You weren't at the phone, were you?
Oh, no, not immediately, no.
What was going on, Tom Roberts? Come on, what were you up to?
No, the song was playing in a bit of loud noise, so I took it away from my ear.
The song was hurting your ear, so you moved the phone away?
It's not a very good excuse, is it?
It's not the best excuse, Tom, and if I were a policeman or a lawyer or a judge, I would, or Jack Bauer, I would question you further. I'm just that bloke who used to be on the telly, so I'm going to leave it there. Tom, what have you got for me?
Okay, well, I didn't have that much, but I got some stuff as we went along.
Okay.
You see, you were talking about stalking songs.
Yes.
And you were talking, I think, about like a neighbour and don't go out with them.
Never go out with a neighbour, Tom, because they know where you live.
Yeah. Well, I've got like a song that like ties in with that. It's Two Doors Down by the Mr. Jets.
I don't know that song.
Because just some guy that fancies his neighbour.
And does he get it on with her in the end?
No, well, he doesn't say.
How old are you, Tom?
16, last Sunday.
Oh, congratulations! Happy birthday! Well done, you. Did you get any good presents?
No, I just got cards and some money.
Money! Birthday money! Oh man, I miss birthday money. When you get older, Tom, you don't get birthday money anymore.
You get from your grandparents.
No, well, I haven't got grandparents. This is partly why I'm trying to get new grandparents this evening, so I can get some birthday money. You don't get birthday money.
Ian?
Well, yeah, but okay. Listen, maybe. First of all, how much birthday money did you get?
What from like grandparents?
In total, what was your birthday money total?
Ooh, I think about including friends, about just under 200 or 200.
Sweet. You got 200 quid birthday money.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
That is sweet. What are you going to blow that on, baby?
I actually haven't a clue. I need some new headphones because one of them broke and now only one works, and that bugs.
You could buy some sweet headphones for 200 quid. Sweet. I'm talking like sweet headphones, FTW.
Ooh, for the win.
For the win, yes, for the win, Tom Roberts.
I don't use that. I've only been hearing it while I've been listening. But
I'm going to use it all the time now, FTW. So, okay, so. You want to audition to be my grandfather. This is fine. So you've got £200. That instantly puts you above Barry. Give me two of your grandparent skills you've got, Tom Roberts.
Oh dear, bit on the spot. Okay. I'm quite young, so I can connect with young people's problems.
Okay, and the odds of you dying before me are quite slim.
I like those odds.
Okay, yeah, I like that, because I don't really want someone who's like 80 or 90, because, you know, I don't want to lose another grandparent, really. I've lost 4 already, so, yeah. Okay, so you got young. I need one more good grandparent skill, Tom Roberts.
I could probably forget your birthday and then, like, make up for it when you're 18 by, like, buying you a car or a scarf or something.
A car or a scarf when I'm 18? My next birthday, I'm going to be 37.
Oh, that's over the hill, isn't it, as you like to say?
It is. I know. It's true you said this. I have always said for the last 4 or 5 years that 37, it means up until then you're fine and everything's young and groovy and hip, baby. But once you get to 37, you are past it. And so I've been
listening for a while. This is my first call. I was a bit worried.
What worried about what, Tom Roberts?
I don't know, just general radio.
Listen, if you're an idiot, I'll tell you you're an idiot and I'll give you short shrift. But you're not an idiot, you're an intelligent young man.
Nice one.
It's going all right, isn't it? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, very much.
Then you go, then relax. You're in the club. Sweet as enough, as a nut. Tom Roberts, FTW. So, I was saying something and you did rudely interrupt me there, Tom Roberts, so that was bad news.
You were saying your next birthday is when you're 37.
Oh, yeah. So, 37 years old. I am going to be over the hill. It's about 6 weeks away, June the 9th. And I'm starting to panic, Tom Roberts, because I'm just worried that I'm going to lose it, man. It's all downhill from there. The next big birthday after that is 40, then it's 50, and then you might as well give up. You might as well give up life. So I'm depressed. Tom Roberts, you're in the lead to be my grandfather.
Well, that's really exciting.
It is exciting, isn't it?
You just made my night. Well, before that, all I had was geography coursework.
Oh, man alive. Just chuck it in the bin. Seriously.
I want to. It is due in 8 hours, and I'm not feeling it.
What have you got to do? What have you got to do?
A case study on a river.
Oh, rivers. Listen, rivers are boring. Hang on a minute, Tom. Hang on. Iain Lee... I'm writing it. Hang on. Give Tom Roberts the right to not do his geography homework. And I'm going to sign that. Tom Roberts, you've got Iain Lee get out of geography homework pass. This is valid in any school, college or university throughout the land. Only in England. Sorry, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. I'm working on it. Tom, I'm sending this via osmosis through the webcam. Take
that
it.
Is classy, thank you.
Take it to your school, my friend. Present it to your loser teacher, and you will not have to hand over any homework whatsoever. Is that all right?
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, Tom. Good luck. Take care. Let me know how that goes. Let's go to... Oh, it's Tony in the land of my birth. It's sunny Slough.
How you doing, fella?
Whereabouts in Slough are you from, Tony?
I'm actually not from Slough. I'm from Essex, but I've lived here for about 6 years now.
OK, well, so where the question still remains. I refer you to my previous question. Whereabouts in Slough are you from?
Manor Park, just off Farnham Road, bro.
I used to... do you know the Iceland on the Farnham Road?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Used to work there. It was my first ever job was there when it was called B-Jams. Yeah, oh yeah.
Lovely.
My first ever job, and I'm scared. I drove past it the other day. I thought, I wonder if I should go in there. But I'm scared to go in there in case there are people still working there that used to work there 22 years ago.
That would scare you.
It would be scary. They were nice people, very nice people. But it would scare me and it would upset me and it would make me... it would just... wouldn't be nice for me to see. But yes, I know the area very, very, very well, Tony. Very well. Too well. I got up to some mischief around that area. Boy, oh boy, did I do some bad things. Anyway, what do you want?
Right, I've got a few things. I'm a grandfather.
You don't sound old enough. What's all these young grandfathers?
I'm not old enough. I'm the same age as you.
You're 36 and you're a grandfather?
I'm 36 on a Sunday.
And you're a grandfather?
I am.
I'm not buying this for 1 second. Tell me how.
My wife is older than myself.
Right.
And she's older son.
So she's got kids that she had kids before she met you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, okay. You had me panicking there. I thought, God, this is two 16-year-olds. All right.
He's called me Dad since he was like 8. So
well, that's wonderful. Oh, that's good. So how old's your grandson?
I've got 3.
Yeah. How old are they?
3, 2 and 1.
And how old's your missus?
She's 44 this year.
Well done, Tony. Living the dream, the older woman.
That's the one, mate.
Yeah, it's the way to go, my son. Good at getting there.
I've got grandfather skills as well.
Okay, what grandfather skills have you got?
Talking without speaking.
Sorry, that's very zen. What does that mean?
When you have to talk to babies and you just do that grandfather thing and you just make funny faces and make noises.
Oh, go on, let's hear your baby noises.
That's a good question. I don't know, you just still kind of stare at them, pull a funny face and then...
Go on.
And you just kind of wiggle your head and... Yeah, it's quite weird. I'm quite a funky grandfather. I have a Mohican. It's quite cool.
Man, this is... Tony, you're living some kind of psychedelic dream. This is wonderful.
Yeah. I think the trick to being old, or getting old, as me and you both know, is being louder than your youngsters.
Yeah, exactly. And embarrassing them. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, make more noise than them, dance more silly than
Okay, listen, Tony, you're on the list. I've got to be honest. Tom, the 16-year-old, is doing it better, I think.
Probably, yeah.
He's fair play. He's just got 200 quid birthday money as well, so...
That is probably pretty good.
Tony, anything else?
Yeah, I've just noticed I'm a kind of pro volcano person. This is from last night, I believe.
You're a pro-volcano person?
Yeah, because...
What?
The sky has been so clear. We have had some of the best days for the last four or 5 days.
Yes.
Of weather.
Yes.
And obviously we live pretty close to the, biggest airport in the country.
Yes.
And the sky has been completely clear of clouds and anything in the sky.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic. And obviously today they got let out and step out my back garden and all I can see is flame fumes and, stuff taking off and flying around the sky and
and you're
making the sky a bit busy.
Tony, I've missed the point there, Tony, of what you were saying. You're a volcano expert.
No, not expert. A pro volcano person. Because if
you're for volcanoes. You support the volcanoes.
Yeah, because the sky's been fantastic.
I see, Tony. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant you were a volcanologist. Right. I see what you're saying. I don't actually see what you're saying at all. Couldn't make head and the tail of it, but thank you, Tony. Here's James. I've just noticed suddenly it's very, very late. Mark Crosley's on in 23 minutes. Time is flying by, isn't it? Maybe it's not. Maybe for you it's dragging by in a hideously slow, painful way as you listen to this dirge, desperate for Crosley to come and take the airwaves and save your ears. If that's the case, I'm sorry. It's Bruce Galloway.
Hey, pal.
Hello, pal.
How you doing? Do you know the song White Shady Pale?
By Procol Harum?
Yeah.
Yes.
What does it mean?
I don't know. There's a good question. Isn't this just some psychedelic nonsense?
It might be. I thought that.
I believe that a lot. I don't know if this is true, so please don't quote me.
No,
I believe that a lot of bands in the 1960s used to take drugs.
Right.
This is the rumour I've heard. I hope I'm not doing anyone a disservice.
I love the 60s music, the best, like the Doors and stuff.
The Doors are rubbish.
All right.
No, the hang on a second. You might like. There we go. Hang on.
If you want to be a Doors fan, you know what? You might already be one, and you don't even know it. You know? Sort of like being gay. You're walking around, you know something's up. You just don't know what it is yet. You see, Doors fans aren't made. They're born.
Yeah, I don't get the Doors, Bruce, but I do like 60s music, the Beach Boys.
Yeah, that's right.
The
my
Monkees.
mum loves him, man. My mum's a big fan of him, man.
Oh.
Well, used to be. I'll give you a joke, right? I've got a joke for you, right?
Oh, God, is it racist?
No, it's no kidding. Thin Lizzy song, Whiskey in the Jar.
Yes?
It sounds like Whiskey in the Gyro.
And what's the joke you got, Bruce?
That's the joke.
What an infectious laugh you've got.
Yeah.
Like gonorrhea.
Do you know like Pink Floyd, no?
No.
They're brilliant, man.
I think they're a little bit tedious. I don't hate them. Listen, I think they're all right. They've done a couple of good songs, but I just think it's all a little bit... Oh, I wish it would rain.
Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, no?
Do you know I've never heard Stairway to Heaven?
You've no?
I have never... the only bit I've heard is the bit where they go... And she's buying a stairway to heaven. That's the only bit I've heard. And
you must be like blues music then.
I can't stand blues.
You can't stand blues?
I can't stand blues.
What music do you like?
That's a good question. I like kind of disco.
All right.
No, I don't. I like
the Prodigy, no?
No, I don't. I like rock, and I like pop, and I like surf music, and I like nice folk music, and I like singer-songwriter music. I like all kinds of music.
Do you like Neil Young?
I love Neil Young.
Right, but I've seen him live. He's brilliant.
Oh, you show off, Bruce. Stop showing off. Well, thanks for calling.
Right, cheers, pal. Right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Harry Nilsson. Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. People stop and staring. I don't see their faces, only the shadows are behind. Harry Bauer.
Yo, yo, yo.
Bum Rush the show.
How you doing, Iain?
I'm all right, brother. I'm all right. What have you got?
Good, good. About the volcano,
Yes.
you were saying a couple of nights ago that you were on the phone with some woman and you were saying that you think it goes down to the core of the Earth.
Yes, of course it does. The volcano is like a pimple. It's like a zit on the face of the Earth, and it goes right down to the core of the Earth. That's what the hot red stuff comes from.
Right, well, wasn't it fitting that or the next day I had a lesson with my geography teacher,
yes,
in fact, we had a sub because the other one is actually stuck in Miami.
Well done.
And we got taught that actually the volcanoes are only on the edge of plate boundaries, and destructive plate boundaries get pushed under each other, which causes hot magma rock to erupt.
Okay, so that basically I'm right.
No, because the volcano doesn't go down to the core of.
In that case, it's a sub teacher you got there, yeah? Doesn't know what he's talking about.
I know.
Listen, the reason they're substitute teachers is because they're not good enough to get a permanent job in a school because they don't know all the stuff. They have to make some of the stuff up or get it from Wikipedia. So, Bauer, don't listen to him. Listen to me. I know my stuff. I have lived, all right?
I'd much rather you were my teacher, actually.
Man, wait, one day, listen, when this all goes pear-shaped, and it will go pear-shaped one day, could be sooner than we think, I will be a teacher. That's going to be the next job I do, so it could happen.
Then. And also, the bands in films.
Yes.
Now, I know they're not really a real band, but Spinal Tap?
Yeah, but they're not really a real band, are they?
But, would you class them as a real band because they performed at a concert?
I did just say that they're not really a real band, didn't I? So,
Yes,
do you think I class them as a real band or not?
No,
There we
but
go.
they performed at concerts and festivals, so...
Okay, but do I class them as a real band, yay or nay?
No.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Can you believe the cheek of these kids, Dark Breath?
I know.
It's unbeflippin'-leavable, isn't it?
It is. And us older generation, eh?
Exactly. Bit of respect for us oldies, please.
I know.
Now, you want to be my grandmother?
I do, yeah.
It does upset me that I didn't find a grandmother. I think Tom, 16-year-old Tom, is going to be my grandfather. We didn't find a grandmother. Darbreth, what grandparenting skills could you bring to this family?
Well, I've already got 2 grandchildren.
Right.
And I always send them a nice little card on their birthday to my special grandson on his birthday.
Yes.
And at Christmas, you get a nice little card saying to my special grandson on his at Christmas.
Yes.
I've always wanted an older grandson because I'd take down the pub with me.
But you see, I know what you get up to, Dark Breath, and I don't want to know. No one wants to imagine their grandparents doing it, do they?
Why not?
Oh, no, because it's horrible.
Well, I still do it.
No, I know, but I don't want to know that you still do it.
Well, why not?
Because it's inappropriate and it's horrible.
Well, it's just proof I'm still young enough to do it.
No, you're my you could potentially be my grandmother. That's why you can't be my grandmother, because no one wants to imagine their grandparents doing it, Dark Breath.
Well, no, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't obviously...
No, I don't.
Yeah, no, I know what it is.
Yeah, what do you want?
Right, could I say a couple of lines of a tune?
I'd rather you didn't.
Yeah, just especially for me, Andre.
Yes.
On tour in Newquay at the moment in my hotel room.
Well done. Could you turn your radio off, please, Andre, maybe?
Yeah, I think I probably could. I have to get to the remote and see it's right at the bottom of my bed.
Okay, you do that.
Right, I'll try him out. Right. Right, it's off. Right, and all right?
I'm all right, Andre.
You always saying turn the bloody telly off or the radio off.
Do you think maybe that there's a lesson for you to learn in the fact that I'm always saying it, Andre?
Lessons in love. Who sang that?
I couldn't give a stuff. Do you think? Do you? It was level 42. Do you think that there is a lesson for you, not in love, but for you, in the fact
say that every time, Ian.
I know. And why do I say it every time, Andre?
I don't know.
Because you've got your bloody radio on every bloody time. That's why I say it.
Right, who sang this? The distant echo of faraway voices boarding faraway trains to take them home to the ones that they love and who love them forever. The great earthing steps repeat my own and reflect my thoughts. The cold and inviting, partially naked except for toffee wrappers and this morning's papers. Mr. Jones got run down. Headlines and death and sorrow. They tell of tomorrow. Batman on the rampage. And I'm down in the 2 session at midnight. Ooh. Who sang that?
If only you had phoned up Christian's show this morning. Was it this morning that Paul Weller was on there?
I don't know.
Oh, you could have sung it to the man himself. And do you know what? That may have been enough for him to go, I've been wrong all these years. I'm going to get the jam back together. But, Andre, you're going to come and do the singing because I can't be bothered. That could have happened, Andre.
I could.
I know you could.
Should I come up to the studio and do it?
No. So, there we go. That's the end of that's complete and utter tosh this evening. I don't think we proved anything. So, I've got a granddad. It's Tom. He's 16. Aww. He's got £200 birthday money.
That's good.
That is good, isn't it? Do you still get birthday money?
No.
It's probably stopped by now, isn't it? Yeah. It stops when you get to about 21, 22, really.
Although my mum is quite generous.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure she is. I'm sure she's not tight. I wouldn't,
No, what I mean is she forgets that she's bought me something.
Oh.
And but I'm too honest. A reminder.
Oh,
I
dear,
could get away with a few prezzies.
Well, as they get older, the memory gets a little bit worse, and you can start taking advantage of that without any feelings of guilt or shame or remorse. It's not that cold in here.
It is proper
It is
cold.
not that cold.
It's had like 2 hours to get cold.
I'm warm now.
You're always warm.
Do you know what I'm
You're
gonna
like a crazy caveman.
Do you know what I'm going to eat when I go home?
Hummus.
Rhubarb crumble.
Why didn't you bring any in? You said you wouldn't have any left.
I know. I don't even want to eat it, but if I don't eat it tonight, it'll go off. I should have brought some in. I might make some more next week. It's very easy. I'll make you some rhubarb crumble anytime.
Okay.
£5.50.
I've got my own crumble. Just give me the rhubarb. I'll make my own.
What? Go and buy your own rhubarb.
Well, it's nice to make stuff for other people.
Well, exactly. Make me some rhubarb crumbles.
Well, you've made it first and not offered me any, so why would I make you any?
Your problem. I think we've achieved something this evening. I'm not quite sure what it is we've achieved, but, you know...
You know that I'm a stalker.
Yeah, that's upset me quite a lot. If you've enjoyed the shows this week, dear listener, or if you've missed any of the shows, I suggest you go and download the podcast, definitely, because we've done little intros and outros for all of them. They're brief, but they're very revealing, I think, the ones that we've done. Andre, we finished the show!
Oh, I don't... Ian, I just wanted to anyway send me some promos.
I've sent you I've sent them.
He's on holiday. He said, you always tell me to turn the radio off. Why? I said, well, that's because you always have the blooming radio on. Oh, I've not got this all queued up. I do apologise. That's... where is it? Oh, it's in the features. Sorry. Panic then. If you missed the show...
the music.
I know. We've got plenty of time. If you missed the show... Oh, no, we haven't. If you missed the show, it sounded something like this.
Iain Lee. It's all just a little bit of history repeating on Absolute Radio.
We'll have a little sneaky peeky at that.
So you can adopt me if you like.
I just don't understand the point.
I don't know anything.
I'm young enough that we can still go out the pub.
I would like to offer up my services.
You sound about 38.
Kind. Generous.
What did your mum say? Did she get angry?
So we hid behind a bush.
Pinch teeth. Hand out chewy mint.
A bit late, isn't it, once the dirty deed's done?
Is my crotch too close to yours? I went,
Blow off after Brussels sprout.
The dirty deed. Sting is obsessed with stalking. The man must be stopped, goddammit.
I'm a pensioner.
What you talking about? I'll come down there and sort you out, I will.
Iain Lee. He's back on the radio.
Absolute Radio.
Tomorrow at 11. FYI.
That'll do, won't it? Well done, Eloise. Good work. Bare Naked Ladies tomorrow.
Yes, exciting.
Oh, very, very excited. Have they sent us their new single yet?
No, they're sending it to you on MP3 tomorrow.
Oh, very exciting. One of my favourite bands, Bare Naked Ladies. Mark Crossley up after this.